Hello, L4DDarkVampRaven here again with a game review this time of this game, the video game Left 4 Dead. Fast-paced shooter zombie game. Now, I'm going to be going through my review and opinion of this game. To sugarcoat it, I basically love it. I love Left 4 Dead. It's probably, I'm not going to call it the best zombie game because it's not, but it is one of my personal favourites. I saw a lot of teasers and that about it when it came out, and it just looked good. About 4 people willing to survive. If you don't know what Left 4 Dead is, you probably do anyway. It's just it's a game, a zombie shooting game. It involves 4 survivors. Basically, to sum it down, an old guy called Bill, a biker called Francis, an African American called Lewis, and a woman called Zoe. They all have backlog story of how they all got there and that, but that will probably come later on. And so affection's broken out like it does in every bloody zombie game, and they're just stuck. So they have to do, there's 4 campaigns without a DLC, and you just have to get to the end of it in 5 stages with specially infected zombies as well to get through them. Zombies are pretty, you know, they're not like Dead Island zombies or Dead Rising zombies. They'll come at you and they're pretty simple to kill, either by meleeing them or just by shooting them, really. Yeah, so it was a really good game. The campaigns were really well thought out. There was No Mercy, Death Toll, Dead Air and Blood Harvest. All really good. Forest was probably one of the best ways. No Mercy just because it's in a hospital at the end. Dead Air because it's at an airport, you know, and Death Toll because it's a sewer system. 4 really good levels. There's Crash Course as well, which is on the DLC, and the passing, but that's probably more or less aimed at Left 4 Dead 2 and 1, I suppose. But the passing was quite good as well. But I did really enjoy Left 4 Dead 2, Left 4 Dead 1, sorry. I did really enjoy it. It was really good. There's a lot of good achievements in it. There's a lot of hard ones in there, killing 42,000 zombies or something, you know, as well. And once you do all the campaign, you can do survival mode in certain levels where you can hold down in certain times, and which is quite good after a while. And it does get hard because one of the specially infected zombies is a tank, which is a big thing that comes at you, and the longer you survive, the more that holds out. So it does become a challenge. There's versus mode where you can go online and play as the zombies and be the survivors and take it in turns of who can make it, and it is fun to be the hunter, the smoker and the boomer, because you really need teamwork to work it around, otherwise you can't do it. If you're just flying blind in versus mode, just run into the safe room and just start pouncing, you need the smoker to pull in, and then the hunters to go in, and then the boomer, and then the tank, and everything like that, you know. So let's talk about the specially infected. Right, specially infected, so there's the boomer, there's the fat one. He's slow. If he barrels on you, then all the zombies go after you. So very, very good zombie idea. Basically, to blind you while the horde comes on. Next one, the smoker. The smoker, quite slow, tall, can be heard quite well, and will drag you and pull you back with his tongue. Idea probably to pull you away from the group. The hunter, a hooded, small, jumping zombie that can jump from building to building. Also the powerful melee. Note that it does have the most powerful melee at 10 HP, and it can incap you. And for those of you who haven't played, if you get incapped by a smoker or a hunter, you can't get them off. You have to have a teammate shoot them off. And yeah, so that's good. There's the witch, which is a very really disturbed woman zombie that cries in a corner, and if you set her off, she will incap you in 1, and if you're playing expert, she will kill you in 1 as well. So and then there's a tank, which is a huge zombie, which really my advice would be just to set him on fire and run. If he's on easy, all you need is 4 people just to shoot him, and he'll go down like, you know, he'll just go down like straight away. So yeah, there's pipe bombs that will lead the zombies away. There's random horde attacks, which I thought was really genuine to the game. There's a few glitches, and there still is as well. Crash Course DLC has a few achievements like slippery pull and that, and pull boom recover survival that don't work. So I think Valve need to fix that on Crash Course, because I've got that achievement many a time, but it doesn't really seem to work. So Yeah, you have a mini Uzi and a pump shotgun to start with. You find an assault rifle, an automatic shotgun, and a sniper rifle later on, and you can find a Kimbo pistol. So, a bit of the downside about the game is that there is no, not a big choice for weapons. You know, you only got a choice between shotguns and assault rifles. One assault rifle and a sniper rifle, which only really a bot Zoe takes anyway if you're playing on your own. Molotovs as well, which is used to set things on fire. Best use of the tanks, that will keep down, especially if we're playing on a harder level. Yeah, there's pain pills, obviously a great hand, so always hold onto your pain pills when you need it. Med kits to heal you and other players. I don't tend to use a heal unless the person is on black and white on myself. It's best to just play it, it's best to play it safe, just to keep a med pack. If you're playing by yourself, or if you have any bots on your game, chances are a bot will find a med pack anyway, or find pills on the road anyway, so it's not really too fussed. There's easy, normal, hard, advanced, and expert. Expert is very tough. It's really, if you like a challenge, if you've played through easy and you play through normal and you like me and you play advanced a lot of the time, then expert only takes 3 hits by a zombie and you go down. Literally, tank is the worst thing to avoid. I'd advise you to set him on fire, because you know he's that bad to get through it. There's an achievement for making it through all campaigns on expert. I've not actually done that. I've only done No Mercy, I will be honest. I haven't got through Dead Air. I've got to the end but haven't completed it. Blood Harvest is just so hard at the end. It's just so complicated. You really need the special infected are much more better. You know, the sniper just come, you know, just like that, and the hunters and boomers, they just don't wait around. They just like go straight in. Yeah. So let's see. Right, to sum this up, if you like a good zombie shooting game, actually before I go to final review, a little another problem about this game is it doesn't have much backstory. There's no reason why. When you complete the 4 campaigns, it was said how they got. It's meant to really show how you go from campaign to campaign. This one doesn't. It only shows that you go through No Mercy, and apparently the chopper fire that was infected. It went down, landed in Crash Course, and then you go on to Death Toll. But you get in the end of a plane at the end of Dead Air, and basically in a US thing at the end of Blood Harvest, and it doesn't really explain like how they ended up there. So they're just basically really randomly placed in the campaign. So it doesn't really have much backstory. Valve did make a comic book showing you what happened after No Mercy, and in the past it explains that Cedar was trying to use them for experiments, and they've just taken over, but they ended up escaping, and their final idea was to just get a boat and just get the hell out of there. So yeah, just to remind you, Valve is Valve is a very great company, but it was actually 2 days late to bring out the passing. I will admit that. I had to wait 2 days, and they teased it for fucking ages, you know. So overall, the game is very good. If you like shooters and zombie games, I'd buy I'd buy Left 4 Dead. I'd honestly buy it. You know, it can keep you going. You can play through the campaign. It's better to play with friends. It's got versus mode, which can get a little bit annoying, especially with lag. It's got survival mode. You know, it's definitely a game, you know, you can keep playing over and over. I mean, I play Left 4 Dead is one of my recent played games, to be honest. I play it a lot of the time. Anyone that has me on Xbox will see me playing Left 4 Dead like, a lot of the time, because I can keep playing. It's a game you can keep playing over and over and over again, you know, so it is to me anyway. So just like the special effected, well designed, the characters have got well designed. Bill always has a cigarette, Francis is a bad dude, Lewis is the kind of cowardly guy, Zoe's like the person that I think killed her parents because they were infected, so she's to kind of be strong, you know, for the group. So yeah, special effected are really good. The tanks, the witches, the boomers things, they all work together. I think that's about it really. There's a few other annoying facts. Sometimes if you're playing on versus mode, teams will run off and they'll just rush the level, and if you go down, you know, it's kind of annoying because they don't come back up to help you, which is kind of meh. Trying to outscan the witch, trying to crown her with the shotgun is quite fun. But yeah, it's a game you can play it over and over again. So yeah, I personally, me personally, I love this game. This is a great, awesome game by Valve. You know, I loved it ever since it came out. I would give it a personal rating. I'd probably give it a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10, and the reason it doesn't get a 10 is, like I said, because there are faults. The campaigns, there's only 4 campaigns, the story doesn't really like go many places, it doesn't really explain much. There's only two DLCs that have been bought out, so Valve have worked probably more on Left 4 Dead 2, which I'll probably do at a later time. So yeah, I can't think of anything more to say about this game. It's just good. If you're playing on expert, trying to hold out the hordes as they come out of nowhere. There's car alarms you can set off as well, which alert the hordes. So if you're playing on expert, you want to be very careful of that. I think it was definitely a game for turtle beaches, because when you play an expert or advanced, you've got to listen out for the smokers and the boomers, because if they get you, it's only going to take a couple of hits and you're down. There's gas canisters as well. There's propane. Propane is not really that useful, to be honest. A good old gas canister is. There's Sedendo events as well, which are certain points on the map where you have to activate a crane or something, and then it will release a big wave of zombies like to come out. You've got to take them off as well. Each level is really planned out. Each chapter of each level, with No Mercy is good, like with the chopper, Blood Harvest of the forest, Death Toll of the sewer. You know, each characters are each of their own. Francis' characters here, I hate vans, I hate subways, I hate the water, I hate the army and lawyers and doctors, and I hate everything. And then Bill, the old guy who was in the Navy, who was in the army. Francis, is there anything you don't hate? And he admits he doesn't hate vests. So they have good dialogue between each other. Francis and Lewis care for Zoe. Bill's just more or less just wants to get the hell out of there. So it's got comedy values as well. They say pills here. Ammo here, and that quite a lot of the time as well. So yeah, the Kimbo pistols as well. Believe it or not, you get infinity ammo with the Kimbo pistols. So if you're running low on ammo, just use the Kimbo pistols. It will save you. There's going through the entire campaign with the Kimbo pistols as well. So, which is believe you and me, is actually rather annoying. So yeah. So, to sum up, Left 4 Dead is a fucking good game. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you've not played Left 4 Dead, this probably video hasn't inspired you to go out and get it, but you can get it like cheap anyway. So yeah, thank you for listening.